How's it going, everyone? It's time for some magic, and I wanted to showcase a deck I was having some fun yesterday with, and had some surprising success with it, so I'd like to show it off for you guys today. It's a Rakdos build built around Captive Audience, which is a 7-cost enchantment. Captive Audience enters the battlefield under the control of an opponent of your choice. At the beginning of that opponent's upkeep, they choose one that hasn't been chosen. Their life total becomes 4, they discard their hand, or the opponent creates 5 2/2 black zombie creature tokens. In my experience, people often tend to lean toward more giving your opponent zombie tokens, which I find is probably the most hazardous choice out of all of them, but people like to choose it anyway. And because of that, because of the high casting cost, but also the fact that you can get some zombies pretty readily with it, I used Heraldic Banner as one of my mana rocks to get me there. And so typically I'll usually always choose black with this. It'll buff all my my small creatures that I'm going to be putting out as just minor annoyances until I can ramp up to get my enchantment here. So I got 2 basic mana rocks here that's going to help me ramp up, but the basic strategy of this isn't just to focus on ramping up to get this enchantment. While this is a game-ending card, because it obviously narrows down the options for an opponent, especially in the late game, I didn't want to make the whole build about that, right? And so what I did instead was I created just a basic Rakdos aggro. And I weaved in, just a fair bit of removal, but mostly card draw. So as you can see, I got my Foulmire Knight, which is a pretty decent instant spell, Thrill of Possibility, and Stormfist Crusader. And most decks that you can throw this in, I try to. A lot of people are paranoid about giving their opponents card advantage, but this has really worked out to my advantage more often than not, I would say. And it's great for triggering Spectacle if you're into that sort of thing. And I went with the Bedvil instead of the Murderous Riders, just because over the past few months, I've just got tired of paying the life tax, It can be more, Murderous Rider can be more of a liability than anything, and Bedvil's just so smooth. And in a build like this, just a 2-color build, it's not that hard to get those colors, so I'm not even worried about it. I have a Finality of Eternity in here. It's sort of like my pseudo board wipe. It's whatever. I mean, I like it better than things like Ritual of Soot because it can help me take care of larger creatures that are sort of getting in the way later on. And so, yeah, it's not that complicated of a build. It's just a matter of whether or not my opponent's going to be running a lot of removal. Creature removal, but other than that, I can typically pull this off, and so we'll just get to it and see how we do. I'm just going to go into casual mode. And this is my first video, so, I mean, I'm going to forget to mention all sorts of things, and I'm going to make all sorts of little errors, but I just got to put this video out, guys, and I hope you enjoy it. Okay, Fester 2. Interesting. I'm not real thrilled about this opening hand. I do have a little bit of ramp, but 2 Captive Audiences isn't great. And, having a 4 of was questionable to begin with, but every time I only put a 2 of or a 3 of these in here, I just never end up drawing them. And so I've got to put 4 ofs in there, and I am going to take them all again. I think I'll take it and just ship a mountain here. Actually, you know what? We're going to ship our Captive Audience. Because lands are pretty good discard fodder for the possibility here. Just going to get our Blood Crypt down. This is a bad start, just to put it out there. I mean, I don't have any starting creatures or anything, so hopefully... Oh, and we're playing Izzet, so things can get out of control really fast. Okay, that's what I like to see. Go ahead and throw this knight down. Everybody's so afraid of this thing, it's probably going to get killed. That's why I like having this in a deck with Dreadhorde Butcher. It's like, oh no, they can't have that. Oh wait, here comes Dreadhorde Butcher. Maybe you should have saved your shock or whatever for that. So I'm gonna throw my mana rock down just so I can get some stuff going. Okay, he's gonna swing in. I think I'll just pass the turn and maybe see what else he puts out there. Oh. Okay. You know what? The Wee Dragonauts is more of a threat, so I'm gonna hang on to that. The hell with that thing. Okay. So I think I can get away with. I'm not desperate for the card draw. I'm just waiting to draw into my enchantment. Yeah. You can always tell new players when they just keep a handful of removal and use it all at sorcery speed and then empty their hand. Maybe that'll be good for me, maybe they'll just get lucky, who knows. Oh, I wish I could activate that now, but I can't. This isn't looking good for me. Here we go with more removal. Just tons of removal. Anytime, if you're running a deck with small creatures that fill up the battle board, the battle board. Yes, the battle board. If you run a lot of small creatures that fill up the battlefield, you can guarantee that your opponent's going to be running a handful of removal and or board wipe. I mean, it's just like if you're playing tokens, you're going to be playing gates all day. And they're going to have all 4 Gates of Blazes in the top 20 cards of their deck. Here we go, finally. Alright, bud. Let's see how you deal with that. And since you only have 1 creature, I'm just going to be aggressive here. Yeah, go ahead. I just have to keep applying pressure because there's nothing else I can really do. I'm going to choose the zombies. Please choose the zombies. Yeah, they always choose the zombies. Watch him have a flame sweep or something. Oh, okay. Well, he can't do anything. He's dead next turn. Unless he shocks one of my zombies, he's gone. He's toast. That's 15 damage, yo. Good game. Yeah, it was looking pretty dire there for a bit, but, you know. That enchantment is a game-changing piece of the puzzle, so I tend to hold out if I can. Another reason to run 4 ofs, because when you start stagnating like that, like I was, and then you just top deck one, then there you go. I like this a lot. I think I'm going to keep it. I'm drinking some coffee, so hopefully you guys aren't hearing too much of my slurping. Oh, yes. Aggro, 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 aggro. That thing, I hate this thing, so I am gonna block it. Probably just gonna do the Bloodfell Caves, pass the turn, and then throw a possibility on my opponent's turn. I think I would have been okay shipping the land because most of my battlefield affecting units are 3 mana cost and under, but I think that was good overall because now I can cast this. I'm going to save my Foulmire Knight in case I get stuck on lands. Rapacious Dragon. Okay. Well, it looks like my opponent's really trying to ramp up too, so... This is what I love about the Butcher, is that he can sort of represent his own form of removal. So if anybody's reluctant even for a second, then he just grows. Okay. I mean, that dragon's not the greatest thing to be dealing with right now. I don't know if that was the right play or not. He's still got some mana to crack open if he needs to. Another weird, okay. Okay, great, just what I wanted. Yeah, I think I'm just going to charge in here, maybe get a 2-for-1. Oh, ho, ho, ho. Okay. I am totally cool with that. Okay. Another weird. Okay. I don't think I'm all that concerned about the weird because I've got a death touch creature on the battlefield. So I think I'll keep my Bedvil for something else. Yeah. Captive Audience time. Nobody expects the captive audience. Your go. Yeah. You know, Risk Factor might be a good card to play in here, especially if they choose the 4 life total. Yeah. You didn't have any of that before, but now you do. Now that I'm starting to sort of get on top of things, we're just going to start getting convenient draws. Oh, well, I'm not all that concerned at this point now. So, He's going to discard his hand, I bet. Yep. You know what? Your weird is not going to grow any larger. Okay. You're done, son. Steam Can ain't going to do nothing. And here we go. You're done, son. The world is coming to an end. Okay, now it's time for my zombies. And that's that. Okay, I think I captured the audience there pretty well. I got pretty lucky, not gonna lie. So thank you all for joining me, and I'm going to start putting out videos as regularly as possible. I'm hoping once a day. And as we lead up to our release date for the new set Theros, which will be fun, and I will be doing a pack opening on the 16th to check those out, and then be doing some drafts after that, so that should be fun. So I have a pretty full roster for the next couple weeks until the new set releases, so thanks for joining in.